If you're like me and you want to save money, I'm going to show you a quick DIY maintenance tip that could save you about $100 and a call to a plumber. We've all been there before. The drain starts running a little slower, and you sit there and you try to get in there and you poke it with something like this. You know, you got a little skewer, or you get, you know, copious amounts of drain declogger or whatever the hell you want to call this stuff, and it just doesn't touch it, right? It doesn't touch your drain. It still runs slow. That's probably because you've got a lot of oil in there, and there's a lot of buildup and a lot of shit that this isn't going to touch. All right, so I'm going to show you a quick way to unblock these pipes and save yourself some money. All right, so this is what it looks like under my sink. It might be a little bit different, you know, for the setup and all the pipes and everything. So I highly recommend you either take a quick video or take a picture to remember how things were connected so that they go back the same way, okay? But every once in a while, you'll get these right here. These little connections have these little twists. It's just a little screw, and you just have to undo that. You lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. You see how easy that came off? I mean, I've done this before, so they're already a little bit loose. But you just have to take these connections off and then disconnect the pipe. They're not really connected with any adhesive or anything like that, so that you can get in here and you can clean these things easily. All right, now this is why you want to have a couple of catch pans down here, because some water is going to drip. So make sure that you put something down here and clear out enough space so that you can actually work. So all we're going to do now is we're going to take these things off, hopefully one-handed, because that's how I'm filming here. There we go. So you just got to finagle that, take it off, pour the water out, set that one aside, and do the same thing to all the other pipes that you have that you can take off easily. Now we got to clean these up. Yeah, now we got them all apart. Just look at these things. I mean, they're gross, and I clean these things about every 6 months or so. I mean, there's just shit building up. If you don't clean these often, I mean, they're going to look even worse than mine do here, you know what I mean? So we got our bucket of tools here, another brush, a bigger one that fits the pipe better, and we're just going to sit here and douche these things out. Ugh. Yummy! Just look at that beautiful water that came out of those pipes. That's fucking gross. Down here on this side, I don't really like to take all this off, so I just do it on here. I take a little wet, whatever you want to call this thing, brush, and just do this. If you want to get a little paper towel back behind there so it doesn't splash everywhere, that probably makes some sense. And just douche it out like this. You see all that crap coming out of there? Yeah, buddy. Now, hopefully, it all goes back together as it should. Let's see if I remember how this went. I think that went like that. And now we test it. Yeah, everything's draining properly. Then you want to go down here and just make sure that nothing's dripping at all the connections. Make sure they're all nice and tight. And if everything's good to go, then you just saved yourself a bunch of money.